Have you ever felt exhausted after talking to someone, even if the conversation was short and harmless? This is the story of a man who learned that not every guest enters through the door. Some walk quietly into your life and drain your energy without a sound. In a small lakeside town lived a man named Elian. Elian was kind, thoughtful, and always willing to help others. People liked him. People admired him. People depended on him. But Elian carried a secret. Every night, he went to bed exhausted, far more exhausted than his work or his long days could ever explain. One evening, as he sat reading by lamplight, he felt a sudden heaviness in the room. The air grew still. The warmth left the cabin. He looked toward the doorway. A shadowy figure stood there, silent, unmoving. Elian jumped up. "Who are you?" No answer. The figure didn't move. It didn't threaten. It simply existed. Elian grabbed a lantern and stepped closer. But the closer he got, the dimmer the lantern became. The figure whispered softly, "I have been here for a long time." Elian's heart pounded. "What do you want?" The figure replied, "Nothing. I take only what you give." Elian noticed something unsettling. The longer he looked at the figure, the heavier his chest felt. The more tired his body became. The figure continued, "I visit every time you sacrifice yourself for others. Every time you say yes when you meant no. Every time you swallow your feelings to keep the peace. Every time you carry someone else's burden as if it were your own." Elian stepped back. "You're draining me," he whispered. The figure nodded. "I am the silent guest. I am born from the people who use your kindness. The ones who take your time, your energy, your spirit, and give nothing back." Elian felt weak but asked, "How do I make you leave?" The figure tilted its head. "You do not make me leave. You stop inviting me." For the first time, Elian understood. The shadow was not a monster. It was a reflection. A physical form of the draining people in his life and the boundaries he never set. The figure said, "I grow every time you ignore your own needs. I shrink every time you protect your energy." Elian inhaled slowly. He picked up the lantern again. But this time, he pulled the light close to his chest instead of reaching it outward. The flame brightened. The shadow trembled. Elian spoke firmly, "I cannot give you what I no longer owe." The figure flickered. "I will return," it whispered. "Only if I let you," Elian replied. The shadow dissolved into the air, quietly, like mist. From that night on, Elian guarded his time. He said no when he needed to. He noticed when conversations left him empty. He cut ties with the people who drained him and nurtured connections that gave back. The silent guest returned now and then. But each time, it was smaller, weaker, easier to refuse. Because Elian had learned the truth. ***, your energy is your life. And the people who drain it only stay if you welcome them. ***. The silent guest may knock. But boundaries decide whether it enters your home or stays.